And we know that the guys over there at TDH put on one hell of a show. But you know what? Let's welcome Jace Fennell and all the boys to the show. Oh, no Jace Fennell.
Don't worry, I'll add the guy.
No Jace Fennell.
Oh, he removed himself. All right. How many more times can we do it?
There he is.
He's
What's
muted.
going on, guys? Sorry about that.
Holy.
Listen, I'm all jacked up here. I don't even got the lighting done. All right, I came in very late to this, so I apologize for the lack of
This guy's always
professionalism here.
late.
There we go. Oh, now you can see my
So,
beautiful
Daniel?
face,
What's up, fellas?
boys.
Let's go, Stuart.
We got a insane week ahead of us. Oh, Rob's being grandpa down there. He's muted.
Oh my God, he's caught.
I-
He's done for.
I got you. I fixed it. Don't worry.
Yeah, the host has unmuted your mic. Why was I muted? Who muted me? I didn't mute myself.
You weren't
Muted
muted
yourself,
before.
bud.
Can't believe
Well,
it. Anyway,
Shout out my boy
this week is
Aaron in
huge.
the Liberty Base fam.
dude, this week is really huge, and we got to talk about that. Okay, we've got by far one of the biggest shows of the season coming up this weekend, the Team Deadly Hurt show. What is this? Hold on. How many years have they done this now?
I want to say it's 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think it's definitely double digits. I'm pretty darn sure.
It's for
A
sure.
long time.
You know what I mean? And that just goes to show how big of a show and how awesome of a show it is to one that just keeps going like this, and it just gets bigger and bigger every
Definitely
year.
one of the nicest venues in terms of events in our industry. So we're really excited about that. It's an awesome turnout, and a lot of people are going. So we've got that to talk about tonight. We've got Wordle Wheels this weekend. Me and Caden will be there. So we're super excited about that. We're going to try something a little bit different and hang out with the guys over there at Gauge Magazine. So we've got that to look forward to. And then is that it? I think that's kind of it. That's all we're really going to get into tonight, really.
JP in the chat, Ryan, John.
Man, we got a party in here now. Let's go. Kane, you got this little chat thing going on over here?
Yep.
You're on it, dog.
I
Oh, yeah.
I got
I
you.
am a moron.
What?
What?
Nothing. I'm just a moron.
Why are you
What's
more?
wrong,
Tell-
Blaine?
Tell me a little bit about this.
No,
Blaine.
I don't want to.
We can
Just
have an
everybody
intermission.
He
just
said
agrees.
no, I don't want to.
That's how it is. I'm just a moron.
Okay.
I'll private you, man.
Yo,
So, guys-
Caden.
I'll
What's
send
up?
a private.
Caden, I'm sending you the Google Earth image of
Okay.
the aerial view of TDH. Not only the TDH parking lot, but also what it has to offer as far as where the hotel's at, close by, and everything else. Kind of give everybody a good idea who's never been to TDH what they might be missing out on if they don't go.
So backstage right now, we've got some of the guys with TDH to bring them back in, or to bring them on stage and have a conversation with them. So why I've got them right there, I'm going to go and talk about what me and Caden are doing this weekend, get that out of the way, and then we'll talk about TDH. So for any of you guys who are unaware, World of Wheels is in Indianapolis. So if you guys are in that area and want to come check out the Scion's going to be making its big debut there. We swapped out the original Coriolis subwoofers and the Stetson amps, and we put in JP93s, Sundown Audio's EV6s. They redid the door. They got a battery up on top now. It's a completely different build, and I will tell you, it's going to smoke you out a hell of a lot faster than it did last year. So if you guys want to see the Scion debut at World of Wheels, get there. It's going to be a great time. We've been talking with the great people over there at Gauge Magazine. They are amazing people. They invited us out, said it's definitely worth coming and trying to, touch base with a new audience. So we're really hoping that we can represent the audio industry well in a very different environment. One that typically is not as welcoming to audio heads as other industries. So really looking forward to that. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So make sure you check out the libertybaseshop.com booth and come say hi. With that being said, the rest of the TCP gang, Blaine, Rob, Josh, Tyler, the whole gang, they're going to TDH. So let's go ahead. Should we bring him in now, guys? Should we have this conversation?
Hold on. This is
Oh,
the
yeah,
little
sorry.
Google Earth.
Bring.
Can't zoom it in any, but you get a little aerial
Look how big
view.
that place is, man, and it's all just base and competitions and just.
Is Brett
so
coming on
good.
tonight?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
He
so
is
Brett
next-
is he
He's
takes
there.
the credit because he's the one that typically arranges and makes sure and plans for reserving the track every year. and handles everything that goes into that. So if you have questions about it, he's the guy to answer those kind of questions for sure.
Yes,
Facts.
sir.
And I can
All right.
guarantee you that they're not very busy right now. So you should just spam the ever living crap out of them, ask them all the questions you'd ever ask.
Absolutely.
Fire
Yeah, they're
drip you
good.
got on there,
I
Peaches.
see him backstage give me a dirty look, like shut the hell up.
Look
Anyways.
at Nick staring at us.
It's like, yo, we already got enough shit going on here.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, boys,
Oh,
let's go ahead and bring them on. We've got some of the guys. I was just getting ready to start rattling off their names.
You read Nick's.
Well, I look down. I'm like, I'm trying to read Nick's name. I'm like, that's not Nick. Oh shit, I see what he did. Anyways, all right, we've got Nick here.
There he is.
What up,
I don't
fellas?
know
What
how
up?
to say it. Oh my goodness, I gotta add a camera slot.
Oh
here.
man, we got the two Pokemon
Russell, you
trainers.
better add
Yo,
one.
that doing stuff behind you?
Yo, say fucking
Gotta
less.
catch
I
him
got
all.
my
Let's
Pokeball
go.
right here.
Let's go.
Hold on, I gotta add a camera slot in here. Bring everybody
I'm
on.
about to go grab
Oh,
my Pokemon
God.
out the closet.
Hey, don't
You
even
re-
hate. You know you slept good in that bed.
Oh yeah, that bed that's right there behind Eric. Yeah, listen, guys. Whenever I woke up at the ER, I came home from the ER that night and I slept in that Pokemon bed. I woke up and I was a freaking certified Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, drink water, you stupid bitch.
Was that in the pre-party of the concert?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that story. That was what, a couple years ago?
that was this past
That
year.
was last year, yeah.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah, it was less than a year ago.
Where's Brett?
Yeah,
We gotta
He's adding
redo
a
it.
camera slot.
Well, anyways, boys, I don't know. Jace was like, "Hey, figure something out here," and I was like, "What better idea than one of the Daytona 500 of car audio shows coming up? You know, the TDH show. You know, the kickoff of our season, pretty much over here on the East Coast, where it's all cold and we get buzzkilled during the wintertime. You know, I figured let's wrap it up. It's right this weekend, and just would tell everybody about lining up in one lane and payments and early things and some raffle items and shout out to the sponsors and the vendors and stuff like that, you know. And,
What up, Ninja?
Answer,
What up, Kenny?
answer everybody's questions.
You know, I want to
So-
answer. I just want to answer a question real quick. I just got this message, and I'd like to answer it. And guys, I want to get everybody's feedback on this. If a individual reaches out to you as a business owner and asks for a discount on something that's already on sale and it's really, really, really cheap, how does one go about answering that? Just out of
Fuck no.
curiosity. You're hired. You want a job
Use-
delivery based
hey,
customer
use your-
service?
Use your credit card.
Hey, your credit card gets you 2% discount.
That will get bent.
That's the same kind of person that's buying steak and lobster with their fucking EBT card and buying lottery tickets with their cash at the register.
Listen, I love
Just-
having good interactions with customers and stuff, but you want to get under my skin really bad. That's what gets me every time.
Dude, I don't give. Hey, listen, I'm trying to stack all the discounts. Let me get that military discount. Let me get that disabled veteran discount.
Yeah.
Let me get it all,
Special,
baby.
special needs.
Eric gets that double cheeked fucking discount.
Hey, I
Double
like
cheeked up
discounts, man.
on a Wednesday.
I'm not gonna hate on a discount. What I would
Cheeked
say
up.
though is how much is that person shopping with you? That's what I
Never.
would base it off of.
9 times out of 10, never.
Are they gonna shop with you one time? They're gonna shop with you 20 times.
Here's my philosophy on this. If a customer and me have a, I'll tell you, Stuart on here, okay? This guy, great story, okay? He's
Stuart's a
ordered from us
soldier, man.
7 or 8 times now, okay? And I had a customer reach out to me early this week and said, "Hey, I see my label was created, but I have no tracking information on it." And I'm like, dude, that's weird. I remember putting it in the back of the UPS truck. So I start opening up cases and stuff like that, trying to figure out where the hell this guy's wire's at. Stuart sends me a message and he goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "I had another box show up with he had a really big box. He ordered a couple different things. And he goes, "There's this little box that came like not with my big box." And he goes, "I don't think this is for me." And I said, "Well, open it up real quick." And sure enough, it's to this kid that ordered this wire that I just opened this case up for. Stuart is such an awesome guy that he was like, "Hey, dude, just print me off a label from my address to his. I'll just take it and get it shipped back out for you. No problem at all." I was like, that's somebody that I'm going to take care of forever. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
that's someone you got to look out for. They look
Those
out
are
for
the-
you. You got to look out
Yeah.
for them.
see, that's what I'm saying. But if you guys are reaching out and you want your kahuna scratched right off the rip, like
Yeah,
that's,
see, I ain't gonna
Black
ask you
Kahuna.
for some shit if it's like our first encounter. But if I've been shopping with you for a while, or I bought a bunch of shit and I plan on buying more and more and
There's
more,
Brett.
then maybe.
yeah, and that's what man, I'm sorry, I had to let that off my chest. I just
Hey, you
like-
better add another slot.
dude. Listen, Stuart.
Oh, there we
Stuart
go.
sent me a message. Kate, he sent me a message afterwards, and he goes, "Does this mean I get to be included into your guys' next year's Christmas bonus?"
Yes, absolutely, Stuart. We'll gladly let you in.
And for anybody who didn't see my Christmas bonus this year, I posted this whole video that I went around. My mom and dad, they were pulling orders and stuff. I walked up behind them, filmed the whole interaction, because that's the cool thing to do on Facebook nowadays is to film those interactions.
For the
And-
cloud.
yeah, you gotta look cool, dude. So I went out and I handed him. I gave him $1 Christmas bonuses. Was this big joke? So when he asked me for his Christmas bonus, I was like, that was pretty good actually. Anyways, TDH is right around the corner. We've got what, 3 days? Well, for us 2 days really for you guys.
Yeah.
How stressful is it right now? Is it kind of getting crazy?
Honestly, right now, me and Eric been doing a lot as far as getting the trailer loaded to take down. We actually still have stuff left, so someone's coming about an hour away, so we can load up the rest of the stuff and get it down to our friend Brad's house tomorrow to finish up sorting what's going to be, raffled off Saturday, what's going to be Sunday. And then I had to, literally right before this, me and Eric were changing trailer lights and getting an adapter plug so that way I could get down there and not get a ticket. I mean, I still got to refix my door panel because it's falling off my truck, and I got to retune my amps. So it's definitely it's getting crunch time. But other than that, we literally still have stuff showing up for the raffles.
Oh my goodness!
So
Dude, the
yeah,
raffle
I still got
nuts.
posts exposed.
Dude,
So
we couldn't even fit it all. Like, even with my cargo building capabilities, I squeezed everything I could in that.
You don't know how to
trailer.
play Tetris, fool?
he is a Tetris goddamn master.
I'm telling you, I used every square inch of that trailer.
Dude, I texted my wife the other day and told her, legitimately, I was like, hey, just FYI, I'm dropping some serious money on the raffle this weekend. And her response was just, okay. She don't understand how dangerous
you
that
better
is.
do it fast if you want one of them keychains.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Resilient Sounds actually
Yeah,
just
I
messaged
saw
me
those.
today. They're going to be bringing $700 worth of raffle items.
Jiminy Christmas!
So they got some good stuff. That's one of the last minute ones
You,
that are still popping up. Like we still have people messaging me today, yesterday, the day before that they want to get into donating the raffle. So it's like, holy shit.
Robert didn't see the keychain.
Oh wow, way to follow our post.
Dude, what do you mean? I share.
I know you like and share everything.
Dude, what a fake, dude!
Called you right out.
Dude, we bring these guys on the interview, and you can't even go to their Facebook
Straight
page and see their
called them
last
right
5
out.
posts.
Dude,
That's
I
a bunch of BS.
got it set up to where it alerts me. I get all the alerts for Instagram, all of it. It pops up. I got
Alright, now you're a
7 at a
stalker.
time.
TH one
That's
apparently.
stalking shit, dude.
Wow.
Now it's weird.
Jace, you didn't even know TH was this weekend until I was like, yo, dude, you know TH is this weekend.
I didn't know we were having them on the live stream until I was
Oh.
thrown into a group chat. It was like,
The
Oh.
shade.
hell yeah, dude, let's go, baby. It's gonna be a good time tonight. I sent Blaine a message on Monday. And I was like, Blaine, we need to do something for this week for show week. You know what I mean? I was like, who should we have on? He's like, I got it taken care of. I said, you're a lifesaver, dude. Thank you so much. Sure enough, the boys got me covered. I'm dropping stuff at Staples, and I'm like,
It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? It's an absolute no-brainer. So everybody's prepared. You know what I mean? So it's already smooth, but it can just keep getting smoother. You know?
If you want to know how smooth things are going, ask Brett what he's up to.
oh, do tell.
Hey, I'll be getting
you
one of
don't
these.
you don't
keychains.
see he's working right now.
I'll be getting these keychains.
Caden, pull the keychain up.
I'm crimping lugs as we speak.
Oh, boy.
Well, sent to me.
Uh-oh.
Or do I got a screw?
I understand because Genie's build. We're driving. I gotta go buy a trailer tomorrow, and
Oh shoot!
I gotta buy all this stuff to. Oh, you know what? Here's a question for you, Eric. If you were going to put a build that weighs like 9,500 pounds on a trailer, and you had the choice to buy tie-down straps or chains and binders, which would you use?
Chains.
Chains and binders.
I hope you're watching. All the people that gave me shit last night.
Chains.
I said chains and Blaine, you were one of them that was giving me shit last night.
Hey, get my boy Kingsmore in here.
Actually,
I'll tell
listen,
you what, we will point at you and laugh.
Listen.
I used straps on the Patriot. I've never used chains on that.
Chains.
I
I
say
get it.
whatever was used for what's his name, Daniel Cruz, his Tahoe, whatever was used in that accident, because that thing did not come off the trailer.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It
I mean-
flipped, the whole fucking thing flipped over and it didn't come off the trailer. It was still attached.
I'm just
That's
gonna tell you
badass.
right now, chains are gonna give more restraint, and that's what we use on aircraft.
Hey, and here's the thing about it that Josh did point out though. Going with chains and binders, you don't get to have that. You can't pop it and say that some bitch ain't going nowhere.
Wait, are they dog tags?
don't need-
Is that
you
the
don't
word on
need
my
to pop it.
speaker
Oh,
Those
That's what I'm
are
saying, they just
wooden
don't.
burned
boy.
engraved dog tags.
song? Okay, that's what I was supposed to pull up. Good.
If you can't pop it, it's definitely not going anywhere.
I mean, I will say when I was ammo, we put live bombs on trailers with
Here we
one
go.
tie-down strap all the time.
Yeah,
There they are. Hey, Rob.
yeah.
But-
That's the
You better
post.
rush to the raffle tickets because those are gonna go fast.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop
And,
one.
and
two,
that's
three, four of them.
$100 worth of raffle tickets at once.
Yes.
Okay.
And I
At
believe
once is how you acquire one of those.
Nick,
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong. What
See, I
you see in
read
that
posts,
picture
Robert.
is all we have, right?
Yeah, there's I think around like 30 to 34 in that area.
For every 100 you get a tag. So
It's one tag per person because we don't want someone coming, buying $200 or $300 worth of tickets and getting 3 or 4 tags. It's got to.
That's all we got.
damn.
I was gonna buy them all and then resell them on Facebook Marketplace.
Player
try to make a come up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, not gonna lie, I don't. When it comes to the raffle stuff, I don't ever. Like I talked about it last time, I don't ever get into the raffles because I'm not allowed to. Well, I feel I'm not allowed to. I'm not gonna lie, I did pocket one of those. I don't
Oh, see, there it is.
He's caught. He's caught.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I would
okay.
too.
handed.
Hey, but I set it up and I did not pocket one of those.
I'm about to prepay for my first 100 raffle tickets right now.
Yeah, right.
Don't say that, Brett. I'm gonna be fucking getting.
I
blown
did
up on
not.
messages.
I did not take one of those.
Dude, that's how I felt whenever we did the raffle for Charlotte and Jeannie won the NSV6. Even though we spent
That
$100,
was rigged.
It was a random wheel. I still
Rigged.
felt like people probably were like, "This is BS," but it was.
Dude,
I
opened up-
was one of those people. I will say.
We got one of those giant wheel things that you turn that you put the tickets in, so that way people stop bitching about it.
Oh, they're
being
still gonna
rigged and
bitch.
stuff.
Just
Dude, this
doesn't-
thing is freaking like half the size of a 55-gallon drum. It's freaking huge.
You remember that year that you guys had somebody's kid, like little girl, come up there and pull, and
Yeah.
she kept pulling her dad or something,
Wild.
and people were like, "This is rigged." Dude, come on, we had a kid up there grabbing them.
Right. No. I guess we used to get the,
Secret weapon right here.
He's got them sticky fingers.
Hey, we got Drew Jones in the comment section here. Did you get that Ruthless Amp tested yet? I saw you post your ASMR video of you hooking it up all properly and stuff like that. I thought that was I enjoyed it. I was like,
Dude, you want to talk about some ASMR that's cringe as fuck? Have you watched those Pride advertisements?
Yes.
Where it's like the
What?
chicks with their
The
nails.
ones that they get made fun of.
bro, dude,
I'll pull it up. I'll find it. Give me a second.
yeah, pull that up for us, Cade. We're here to talk about TDH, and this
Yeah.
is what we
I
can
know.
do.
Yeah.
You guys are
I
sitting
couldn't
here talking
imagine
about
talking about
pedicures
anything
and
else.
stuff, man.
It's
It's
weird,
like not
dude.
man stuff, dude.
But I misput
So
my-
at Sundown Show, the Deaf Fonts people had like some anorexic chicks out there dancing all around the
No.
core.
Oh,
What?
here we go.
Body
What?
shaming.
Oh, shut up. Listen, I'm
He
fat.
said, "Oh, shut up."
Oh, here we go.
nah, we're
Internet's
gonna have
be
Eric out
blown
there
up
with a
now.
thumb clapping his hands.
Listen, I said anorexic. I could have said they had a bunch of crack whores out there they picked up from some fucking
Whoa.
strip club. But I didn't say that. I wouldn't say that because that's
Rob is
disrespectful.
canceled.
And he's done for it. GG's,
Done.
guys.
Shit.
Hey, so I just went to the BX and picked up, or sorry, I went to the Class 6 on base, picked up 2 bottles of Crown Blackberry and a bottle of Crown Peach, And I also went across the street to the commissary and bought 2 10-pound pork shoulders. And I'm loading up the smoker tomorrow. We're just gonna have like a
Damn.
smoker going in
That's-
the parking lot at the hotel.
That's crazy because I picked up a bottle of blackberry for you, ho.
That blackberry's trash.
Y'all picked the worst flavor of all time to stock up on.
Just straight
Vanilla's
trash.
good, apple's
Dumpster
good,
fire.
blackberry's good. The peach is okay. The only one I don't like really is the caramel. And I'm bringing a bottle of caramel for somebody
How
else.
do you not like caramel?
I only
Blackberries,
like it when you mix it with the apple. Like, I'll
blackberries
mix
not
brown
my
apple
favorite.
with
Caramel apple's
caramel.
delicious.
I bought it because his wife told me that that's what he wanted for his birthday.
Yeah, dude. I
Bring
mean,
it back.
blackberry.
All right, so we don't need you blacking out on our show. So make sure you drink some water.
Yeah.
No, dude.
I ain't got the Pokemon bed to put you in. I can't bring it with me.
Hey,
Nope.
just full transparency. When that happened, we had just eaten. That was the first meal all day when we ate with you at that burger spot. All right.
Yeah,
we
but
had
look
some
here.
beer there.
I
and
was
then
fine, and I came
drank-
and dug you out the hospital. So explain
Look,
that.
I've never drank that much of a handle that fast in my life. When we got out and your friends were going to get the little bit that was left in the bottom of it, I didn't say it, but I was thinking like, oh no, this is not good. And it's
I
like,
just wish there was a picture of Rob wrapped up in that.
I was about to
Pikachu.
say.
You
I
know,
need a picture.
well, for what they said, I was a lot of people looking at me projectile vomiting next to the mosh pit.
You know what? I should have took a picture of him in the hospital bed. I thought he was dead.
I did get a picture of Eric hanging out the window on his birthday because he was dry heaving.
Yeah, I did throw up on my birthday, but it wasn't because I was fucked up. I think I had some bad beer.
We walked into the Royal Farms and he was
That's
like,
what they all
"Out of your
say.
ass."
No, I literally had like 2 beers.
Chase, you're not old enough to drink beer, so you don't know.
This venue was really sketchy, and Nick will attest he had some stale M&Ms.
My M&Ms were like powder. I still ate them.
I don't feel too good, guys.
I'm pretty sure the Yinglings I drank had been heated up and cooled off about 45 times.
Yeah,
Okay,
there was
so-
a few cycles that went through them for sure.
So we got some people in the chat, and I missed it. Kenny earlier, he said, "Someone say whores." He got
Whore.
excited. Someone else.
We're
Oh,
so
we got Jason-
demonetized. We
Jason's
are.
dad says it's caramel, not caramel.
Sorry.
It's caramel.
Sorry, it got out of hand a little bit.
We're done.
Fuck it.
Sales are
Real
dropping
quick.
on Liberty Base as we speak.
To-
I'm
Yeah.
over
To
with
try to steer this
I just-
back on
wait,
track.
Wait, hold on. Let's go off. Why was the mic almost in your mouth?
No, he was doing ASMR, dude. So
Oh,
he had to
okay.
like get his deep breathing in there, like.
I
I'm
thought
I don't know if my
That's
grandmother's
pretty
watching this
visual,
live,
man.
but she's
That's-
calling me right. When
Robert,
My grandmother's calling me.
Hey,
She's
you,
like,
t-
"What
you
are
told her about the hospital trip, right?
Yeah, she's very disappointed in me. Yeah, she's very disappointed. Yeah, she didn't talk to me for a few weeks after all that went down.
It's really
Oh,
the
man.
Midwest
Eric, should I
states.
put this on the raffle?
Hell no.
Are
How
you
much is
sure?
Better
that?
not.
Is that a
That's-
Charizard?
That's a $350 card.
You sure
Oh.
enough?
I
That's
thought it was
mine.
in the thousands.
Hey, listen, I gotta tell you guys this funny story. We're really getting off topic.
Dude,
here,
your
okay?
stories take forever, Jace.
You know what, Rob? I didn't ask for your freaking opinion, okay? So I'm
whatever.
gonna tell my
Yeah.
damn story the way I want to tell it. So, okay, when I miss a UPS truck for the warehouse, like when I get orders in the evening, I try to run them out to Staples, okay? Well, I walk into Staples, and right by the cash register, they have this little display with Pokemon cards, like the newer stuff, right? I walk in there one day, I'm dropping packages off, and they're
Literally getting a package right now.
do a
I
live
just had one delivered.
Awesome.
So they had all these packs up, right? And there was this little kid there, and I mean, just crying. Mom was not letting this little kid buy a pack of Pokemon cards, right?
Tell me you bought all of them in front of them and kept them for yourself.
I
And
did
then
not.
open
I,
it right
No, I did not. Okay. The next day I come in, right, and I kind of noticed. I was like, man, just buy the kid the Pokemon cards, right? Like that was. I remember those moments when I was little. I come in the next day, the whole freaking thing's gone. Like there's not a pack
Yeah.
left.
It's real.
So I was talking to the lady in there that takes my packages. I was like, I know this is going to sound random, but what happened to all those Pokemon cards? And she goes, you wouldn't believe it. This guy came in, just started putting them in his hoodie. It's like stacking them in there.
Just
ran
ran
right
out.
up to the. No, it didn't run out, but he ran up to the cash register, dumped them out like somebody was about to jump him. Like he was running through the store. And I was like,
a wild place right now. The scalpers, they will fight, and there's money out there to be made though. You take some, you buy it for $50, you can flip it for $150. You get 6 of those, and you just made a come up.
Instantly.
that's crazy.
Pokemon
Like-
is dangerous, dude, because James Bells is strung out hard right now on Pokemon.
Bruh.
And
His
I
collecting shits on mine, and he just started.
understand that his trading cards are worth money and it's not hard drugs, but I've seen and heard how much money he spent on Pokemon cards, and I want to do like one of those interventions where we just get him in a room somewhere and talk about his Pokemon addiction.
I'll
It's
join.
rough.
I'll be
There-
encouraging him.
There's money to be made though.
Well,
It's definitely more money to be made than spending all your money on car audio for sure.
is the Pokemon industry less toxic than ours?
Fuck no.
No, oh,
There's
no.
a
Dang
lot
it!
more people involved in
Not at all.
Pokemon, and good God, it's insane. Someone tried to scam me last week, and I won.
No,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, the card got delivered. He signed for it, and then instantly fucking said, "Did not receive item." When I have all the timestamps of everything when he sent the money, and it says it on Venmo, and bro, it was ridiculous. But he almost tried to scam me for $255. I'm like, nah, this ain't
James,
happening.
didn't you just have somebody do that last week with you for an amp?
No. So, customer called me in Georgia. I had
Oh,
3
yes,
calls
they
with
did.
them. Yeah. It was actually Atlanta, as a matter of fact, which was even more salt in the wound. Called me. I had 3 conversations with this guy. He bought 8 Sundown Audio XV3 15s, and then he bought. I think it was. I could be wrong with this. It was like 10 or 12 Neo Pro 6.5s, and he was going to buy amps and stuff like that. But he said he wanted to wait till his taxes come, right, to buy the rest of the stuff. And I, whatever. And I spoke to the guy 3 different times, right? Dude, the SOB hits me with the chargeback 2 weeks later. He literally signed the Saya freight truck bill that he got him. And he said it was never delivered. He never got the product, nothing like that. Dude, I was like a $4,000 order that he tried to charge back on me. I was ready to fight.
He's
I
in
was
Georgia?
done, man.
No.
He was in Georgia, yeah. You want to go
Can you
get
give
my
me his
stuff?
name?
Yeah,
I
go
can-
send.
I can
send
get you his
Rob on 'em.
address, phone number, you name it.
We're gonna pull up with the airsoft gun.
Dude, it's awful, dude. There are some scumbags out there, dude. Like,
Dude.
for real.
What's the weather like right now out there, Brett? Because you're in the hoodie. Is it cold?
It's 52, 50.
That's good TDH weather though.
Bro,
that's good
the
weather.
weather for this weekend is supposed to be in the 70s.
70s.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Almost
I would-
80s.
I'd
No.
probably check again.
Oh, mother. Did it go down?
Caden, can you pull up the weather?
Specifically
Weather,
Sunday.
man.
Hey, it might be the Weather Channel might say it's cold, but with all that heat that TCP's bringing in, it's going to get hot fast. Okay, I assure you.
Hey,
that.
actually, some things have changed now. One of our people that was supposed to be bringing a build last minute backed out. My wife
Damn.
was coming.
Are
she was
you
gonna-
joking?
Jeannie was
Sorry,
going to ride
boys.
Passenger Princess with me in the tow pig, and I was going to tow her build. But now we're going to Carrie's house, and Jeannie's going to drive one of his no wall builds for him so he can bring dude, people with money. He's bringing multiple builds.
People with
Like,
money.
I just want to. I'll break this build, and then I just have that other build to use.
Goodness.
But we got a backup plan. I
Well,
just
I-
actually talked to Leandre about the parking situation. He sent me a message talking about where the 2 choices are for parking, and I'm freaking excited, dude. I'm not excited just because
y'all
the
are over
audio
by the
side.
where Brian used to park, right?
So he gave us 2 choices. We haven't said which one yet. He said either the grass where the gas tank is when you first come into your left right there,
Or in
or
the back.
the back wall, which is where we
Yeah.
parked last year anyways. It's on that back wall.
Back
That back wall.
wall. Back wall, baby.
That back
I'm
wall
just-
is where it's at.
That's
I'm
that's
with Nick
where I
on
would
that one.
take if I was you.
If you
Yeah.
got the option, back wall. Actually, I'm just going to tell you guys now. That's where we're going. Back wall. Best place. That's where we were at last year, dude. It was freaking awesome. A lot of
Because
traffic
everybody
in
walks
that
through
area.
there.
Everybody walks right through there.
It's a hot spot, man. So
I just-
someone Bill Calhoun messaged me and was like, there needs to be a tug off or a tug of war between TDH and TCP.
All right, first off, don't ever say tug off.
That's what it is. Tug off.
I'm changing my plans.
I
I'm
got
going to
plans to
TDH.
practice.
We're putting Nathan in front.
That's a
But he
thick
doesn't
boy.
tug with his hands.
Actually, Nathan is anchor.
He gives mouth hugs. Good mouth hugs.
He's gonna hold the rope with his ass.
A tug off.
But so if I can try to coordinate some stuff to make it happen, maybe like Sunday morning or before we do a what's it called, the tribute, for one of the tributes, either Saturday or Sunday.
That'll be fun.
But would TCP want to do a TDH versus TCP tug off?
Yeah,
We
can
have
do
a
that.
rope.
We have a rope.
we have the
Dude.
meat.
I'm devastated. I'm not coming now because
Well,
if you had
Just immediately.
if you had all 185 pounds of lean, mean Jace, it's game over, dog. I mean,
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate to say it, but I'm like brainstorming who we have that's coming that would be a good representative in a tug off. And
Hey, dude, you got Paul, dude.
Wait, why
You
did
got
he
Paul,
emphasize it?
baby.
We want
He just
three
said
in
tug off
here,
here,
on there.
they're either really old people on the team, really skinny people on the team. Trying to think how many fat people we have, me included. We don't have a whole lot of
We got to
you
get
gonna- you gonna be
Paul.
anchor?
Paul there.
we don't got a lot of meat on the team.
We ain't got a lot of ass on the team, is what he's saying.
Yeah,
We got some
I'm
beefy
putting
boys.
Rob
I ain't
Anchor.
worried about it.
you know what?
Rob Anchor.
Dude,
Freaking-
throw Paul as an anchor.
This
You
could
got
be
Paul
fun.
there.
But man, I'm really thinking hard here. Like, who's coming that will be a good? How many people we trying to do?
I don't know. You want to do about like 5 or 6 people?
Yeah,
That's a fair number.
that's a fair number. I'm sitting here like, damn, can we get 5 half?
Rob's gonna make an announcement in team chat later. Be like, guys, we need a roster.
Talking about 48 guys.
Work on that
Hey,
tonight. and
we're
tomorrow.
Dude, hey, you're gonna see an influx of people for Team TCP after this live stream. I mean, the floodgates.
No,
are
you're gonna
be
see a bunch of
open.
people talking about we got to make it serious. We're going to the gym now.
Hey, I'm gonna make a post. You can go to libertybaseshop.com. You can fill out an application to join Team Control Pressure tonight.
Huh?
We're gonna
Yeah,
review
we're
all
suddenly
team-
going to start taking
All
prospects.
of them.
You got to be jacked.
I don't care.
what requirements. Have
Hey.
to at minimum bench 235.
I'm telling you
No,
right now, dude.
no.
Y'all wait and see. I'm gonna show up with these boys right here. They're gonna be helping me out.
The Burley boys.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I see that.
Right.
Yo.
They're gonna be in there helping us out on this tug off.
Wrong
I like how you-
tug off, dog. Wrong tug off.
Oh shit! Wrong,
Paul in the tug off.
wrong tug off.
Man.
My bad.
We are so demonetized.
Man, tug offs and stuff.
Dude, that honestly that needs to be filmed. That's got to be like a live
Hey.
live streamed event.
I'm sure we could have someone do that for sure.
Hey, we were saying the other day we had an episode where we were talking about how can we settle these car audio beefs everywhere, and we were talking like we get like a car that we take to every show, and
Oh, the
we
car
do
wrestling.
carjitsu. Carjitsu that you put them each in there, and they got to have a carjitsu match with the heat turned up.
Before we start this
With the
conversation,
heat
are
turned
you,
up.
Nick,
Yeah.
are you familiar with Karjitsu?
I'll pull it up. Even
No.
if you're not,
We're about to go down to
ahead and
wormhole
watch
if y'all do
this.
that shit.
I think it needs to be brought to people's attention. Okay? I'm just telling you. I think that this is something we could capitalize
saying,
at shows.
people-
we can start
People
betting
start
on this
talking
stuff.
that shit, and it's like, hey, I challenge you, dude.
Do we
Next
have to
week,
watch
go.
a match?
Carjitsu.
Just give me like a 30-second clip. Like, see if you can find like a YouTube short, like something real fast. I think this could be the next big thing at TDH.
Here we go. What about a minute long?
We'll get about 30 seconds and we'll
All
kill
right,
it.
cool.
Just to get
We're
it
not
out.
going to watch that stuff again, are we?
Only
Yes,
10
we are.
seconds.
Here we go.
Only 10
Let's
seconds.
go. Come on.
It's Cameron Harris, also known as Black Mary, versus Timothy Stevens. Timothy
Hey,
Stevens,
what was the
first
dude's
time in the
nickname
car,
last week?
definitely not
The seatbelt assassin?
Seatbelt assassin.
Seatbelt
Almost
assassin,
immediately
yeah.
tries to pull the guillotine. Not much room to work. He's got a good guillotine started, but
That's
I like the ones where they do it in a phone booth.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Like,
Being short and stubby has a lot of advantages there.
Eric, I think you'd be a good person for that because you got some strong ass little.
You got them little T-Rex arms.
I give it my best shot.
Give it your all, my boy. Shit.
I don't know. We got to turn the heat up. It's going to stink.
Dude, I just thought about somebody. I just thought about somebody to represent us. It's like the only one. Like, there's one person that comes to mind when I think about somebody that can do this shit. It's Dylan. Don't ask me to pronounce his last name. He's like a Russian plant. He's got forearms that are this big. He does roofing and construction. He looks
There's
like
more
he
than
goes
just
to
that,
bars
Rob.
just to fight people. He'll be good.
There's more than just roofing going on.
He looks like he lives under a bridge.
Yo,
Like a troll.
yo, Dylan, I'm sorry.
This is
man.
just letting everybody know. This is our team captain of TCP.
Hey, it's all good. He knows. I
Talking
told him
about
this before.
anorexic whores and trolls.
Hey, listen.
We got Jeff. We got Moose in the comments talking about Galen.
Oh God.
Hey, he said you're trying to outdo him in the ER.
Is Galen? Is he coming?
Yeah. He's
So-
gonna.
Has he delivered that baby yet? He'll be out there walking around looking like ET with long, skinny arms and that belly.
Yeah, that was such a fun
Jiminy
comment.
Christmas.
Oh goodness.
Oh, we're gonna get canned. Somebody's gonna make a Facebook post
Yeah,
about us tonight. I want to talk about this because I feel like we got discriminated against at TDH this year. So Bill Calhoun put up a little challenge for a demo competition, right?
Mhm.
And
3 minutes.
I 3 minutes, which is
That's rough,
cool.
boys.
Oh yeah.
No, that's gangster. Like I like that. But my beef with the whole thing is I'm not allowed to enter into it.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a
What?
bunch of
Why
BS.
not?
It was in the post that Bill made. It said no extreme builds. So I want to know why can't we have an extreme section to this? I'm devastated.
That's what I'm
Chase,
saying.
You're the same dude that wants men and women's sports just so you can bet on them.
hey, listen. I know where I can make
This
my
guy's
money.
standing
okay?
a fire and he ain't even going talking about extreme builds. And
Well,
he
that's why
wants
I'm
to
not
end it.
going. I felt like I was being discriminated against. You know,
He'll just put on some rouge and start swimming so he has a better chance.
Dude, hey, you know what?
Don't
I
hate the
was-
player, hate the game.
I didn't even think about it until I just saw it. But Lady Ninja says, "Sorry, we can't make it." Ninja broke everything. That either one of those two builds will be a good representation in that competition. 3 minutes.
They're style
Yeah.
cabins, aren't they?
Yeah.
They drive them to show. I mean, he does trailer one of them usually, but they can
But
drive
that
both
one's
of them.
drivable, and that was one of the requirements, right? One
Yeah,
of
I
the-
think he's
Yeah.
gotta be drivable.
I think the idea is really cool. I'm saying I wish extreme builds could have had a part in it.
Well, Jace is different for you. You sell
Maybe
car
well,
audio.
you gotta
for a
show
living.
up first to actually be able to enter it. So
Well,
All right,
The-
this guy, I'm just gonna pull his ass backstage.
Oh,
Like,
you got rid
comment.
of him?
That was so quick. Y'all seen that? That was like quick draw.
Yeah, there it is.
I was like, "Where'd my bubble go?"
I feel like the real kicker is though it's a 3 minute death match, but then you got to do another 3 minutes the next day
Oh, it's 2 days. It's not just one.
Is that what it is?
because it said 3 minutes to qualify, and then the final is another 3 minutes the next day.
Isn't me having the kahunas to get into it enough to get me,
No,
pre-qualified?
because you're sponsored by mommy and daddy, dude.
Dude, don't
We
expose
all
me
know.
like this.
We
dog.
all know that your mom and dad on Liberty Base.
Dude, it is true. And honestly, when I go to
It's not
shows, I
fair.
don't even care if I blow anything up because I know I got mommy's checkbook to just to
No,
sign that
it's not
check
even
and-
that, dude. It's not even that. You know, you got Caden's dad and your dad and Caden to help unload the equipment.
Dude, so he's
That's what you really got in your
I have
pocket.
no repercussions when I act like an idiot. It's just
Dude.
I'm fully taken care of.
Jay's I'm just saying, Jay's the type of person to go up 10 clicks and be like, "Oh, why'd I blow equipment?" Look around, turn it back down, and be like, "Oh, dude, I was down clicks." That's all I'm
Dude, like,
saying.
Listen, we had their first turn on out in Caden's driveway, and like it never even crossed my mind to like ease into it. Like I just went and turned it up like we
Dude,
were
he
about-
was playing. Second song was 15 hertz, just full tilt.
Hey, I
Just
was like,
because-
listen, if it's not gonna hold up better than the Platinums did, the V1s, I want nothing to do with this. Like, let's move on.
Yo,
Damn.
Nick, did you do any work to your truck since Ruckus?
I have. I
It's
got
a break
the
of the
loaded. I added more batteries. Added more grounds. Added more power lines. Got a signal processor so that way I don't give people tinnitus anymore.
I don't care about any of that stuff. I only was asking because I wanted to know if you got your floor stiffened up some because it hurts your feet.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
kill
it
your
took
feet.
away a lot from the build. It doesn't feel as loud now. 'Cause
Oh,
it doesn't give you that false
tinglies.
factor.
Yeah, I ordered some deadener for Jeannie's build because her floor was doing the same thing, so moving so bad, and I ordered it the 1st of March from RP Patel,
Mhm.
and it was stuck moving through the network, and it just came in tonight or today.
Ooh. Well, you got some work to do.
I'm not doing it.
I
Yeah,
enjoy it
Let's
because
go.
it doesn't try to eat my shoes anymore.
Dude, there's a hole like this fucking big in my floor, and
Oh,
it's
that's right.
split all the way across. Like, I just hope that doesn't do more damage. Like, we were playing 27 hertz driving around today, and my door panel is literally falling off. So I got to fix that tomorrow too.
What
That's loud.
what are some notable builds that you guys have coming to the TDH this weekend?
And obviously we got Eric's that's going to be there. Richie Rich, I think he's going to have something. He bought Chris Wilson's vehicle. I don't know if that's a secret or not, but
Ooh.
Wait.
it's
Not anymore.
Which
That's always
Secrets.
one of- That's
Uh,
one of my
I
favorite.
don't think it was a
modes,
secret.
man.
If I did screw
he
up,
sold the truck?
huh?
He sold the truck?
I think I might have said too much, didn't I, Brett?
Fuck.
It sounds like it.
Dude, that's like
Damn it! Delete
You
all that.
heard it here first, people.
that's
Oh,
one of my
I'll
favorite
fix it.
builds.
Don't worry. I fixed it. We got him.
He
out.
booted him. Get out of here.
Again.
I can talk about
God,
whores
Nick.
and I'm good.
Goodness.
We need one of those
Everybody
5-minute
on the screen
delays.
was just
We can
like,
cut the
"What?"
feed.
Cody
Yes.
Chris Trompolampicus, I can never say his last name, Trampoline. His build's pretty nasty. Steven Dudas, as long as his recones hold, then he'll be good to go. We got some heavy hitters. Larry Howman, freaking Eric's. We had some troubles with that, but we figured out the problems and got it all taken care
That
of.
was a headache.
Good fucking God.
Is
We
it
wired that whole
Kill?
vehicle for power and ground.
dude, Larry's build was at Made of Steel last year was disgusting, and first demo I feel like blew the windshield like immediately.
Shut up, Perez.
It was me hopping in there with the meter to try
Yeah.
and see what he was going to hit before we got into the lanes. And of course, my dumbass was like, yeah, go ahead, full knob it. Gone.
Gone.
I was like, well, that was dumb.
Hey, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was still a blast. And he got his windshield replaced because there
I
was a
see.
dude on hand with windshields.
Austin's in the comments. He said that his truck will be there. Is he going to be there, or is he doing military stuff?
Austin Clayberg.
Yeah.
Tell them we asked about notable builds.
Fuck.
We'll pull him up. Public shame.
With the hat on. Look at him.
Damn.
Oh man.
You guys are
No, dude.
relentless.
Austin's build's doing like a
Dude,
60
his-
now, ain't it? On
his-
two subs?
His
Or
build
real
looks
close?
amazing, dude.
I will say, so Austin and I talk almost every day, at least every other, and we worked on his stunt wall a lot, right? Between me, him, Chris Wilson, there's a lot of hours in conversations, discussions. Every single square inch of that truck bed that can be speaker facing out is facing out.
Oh, shit.
His old tunnel cover, you could see the horns in the vinyl humped over. It's a lot of equipment back there now. It's going to be impressive.
He said 60.5.
I feel like I'm going
Damn.
to hear it all the way in Indiana.
You might. There's a lot of PRV in there.
There's a lot of PRV there. Goodness. All right, so we talked about builds, notable builds coming. What are you guys most looking forward to at the event? Like, what is something you look forward to each and every year that just you're ready for it to happen?
Me personally, I love the tributes because it brings everybody together. Chance to showcase the
Hold on.
the teammates build, and it's I don't know, it just brings back a lot of memories when you hear those songs that you would hear those people play. That's probably one of my favorite parts is the tributes.
It's cool.
That's awesome. Brett, what
I
about
was
you?
going to say when the show is over. We have very different answers.
I predicted you saying that before even when he got halfway through the sentence. He gonna say on Monday.
Dude,
This
I'm
is
more
stressful.
I'm with my wife here. I'm more excited about hanging out and seeing everybody than I am any of the audio stuff. Like it's much more fun, just the social aspect to me. I mean,
I think TDH is that first big show of the year for everyone, so everybody looks forward to just getting together. I don't even think it's about the demos, really. I think it's about getting together, first big show of the year, and just kicking the season off right. That was my thought on it.
Yeah.
I feel
This
weird
year,
with local shows being before TDH. Like, I don't want to go to them because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to bust too early, and I got to hold that for TDH. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna edge you to its completion.
You got my attention now. Hold on now.
All right.
And we might be
All right.
changing our schedule around. I might be going down there now instead.
Hello.
Hello. No, man, that's awesome. I'm excited for everybody going down the TDH. I'm not gonna lie. As the days come closer, we're getting ready, and I'm hearing everybody talk about going to TDH. I am sad that I'm not gonna be down there hanging out and stuff and just enjoying the moment because it's a great atmosphere. If you're last minute thinking about going to the show and you're within 4 or 5 hours and can make the trip, go. It's worth it.
Dude, it really, really is. I mean, I'm biased.
I don't
I
say
am
that about
biased.
many
TDH
shows.
It's the show for the year, and I mean,
7.5
I know
hours,
for us on
man.
TCP, TDH has they've put the bar way up here for the show, and like trying to get to that level, and not only get to that level, but do it consistently year after year after year. I'm looking forward to trying to do that. Hey, something I wanted to bring up.
Yeah. Do you want to bring
Josh
up Paul's
Kingsmore-
comment?
Well, we know. You didn't have to tell it. You didn't have to tell the world. But no, Josh Kingsmore is bringing a pretty unique build to the show, and he was really looking forward to competing in the what do you guys? I don't
Street beat or whatever.
Street Beats. He's heartbroken that you guys aren't doing it this year because he
Did you
built this
say-
thing for that.
Did you say meat beats? What's that?
Street Beat. It's kind of like street,
Oh,
it's kind of like street beefs where like you and your crew pull up, same spot, meet up. Yeah,
Street battles.
Beat me. Yeah, I got you.
street battles. There you go. That's it.
So we're not sanctioning it. We're not having a sanctioned event because like a week or two ago, a bunch of the street battlers went to a big event, so they don't have their grudge matches that they're going to be, that they want to have because they already had them. So, a lot of those street battlers just want to come down and enjoy the show, or a lot of them aren't even coming because I guess this we're not up their alley. But we're still going to have a spot available if people do want to do the street battles. If they call somebody out, same spot as last year. If they want to do it, they can do it. It's just not going to be TDH sanctioned. That's the only difference.
Yeah, I know. We got Mike Young and Josh Kingsmore have like a $2 bet on the line. A golf
That's
cart
it?
versus $2 gentleman's bet, I guess.
$2.
Bank.
Golf cart versus truck.
Put some skin in the game. Let's go.
Yeah, get in the tug off.
Listen, hey, I'll tell you right now, I'm not putting any money on the tug off. I'm sorry.
Now, hold on.
Pride's
Whoa,
already
whoa,
on the line. That's
Now,
enough.
hold on. Wait a minute. That would be a great way to raise money for charity, right there.
Bet
Donate
on the
money.
tug off.
Yeah, bet on the tug off.
Dude, we talked about this on the last TDH live stream, I think, but a year ago, 2 years ago, when they did the rock, paper, scissors for the kicker setup for the the newcomer, I guess.
Mhm.
That was intense. Like the
Bro, that
crowd
shit
was
should be
into
hype.
it. Like people were ready to like fight for the person they called theirs.
Dada kissing me.
Brett, it's kind of weird seeing you in this light.
It's not ideal. I'm out here with my Milwaukee work light.
No, that's not.
Dad.
56. I'll set my.
No, I'm talking about you being the dad with your daughter out there. That's what I'm talking about. It's
Rain,
cool.
shine, hot, cold. This one's out here.
She's out there, yeah.
That's
That's
his ride or
awesome.
die right there.
Doesn't that work?
When are you gonna build her? When's she gonna get her first build, her first Power Wheel or something?
There might be. I don't know. I don't think my wife is watching this, but I've been talking about something.
Okay.
Look at Blaine being serious out there. He's ready to take your kid's pride away.
I got
Look
I
at
got-
him.
I got just enough leftover equipment and Milwaukee batteries to maybe do something at Power Wheels.
Hey,
Blaine's
Brett,
ready for him.
Brett,
There
you
you go, Blaine.
should,
Some
you
competition.
should tell Robert what she wanted put on the radio the other day.
Oh, hey, Callie,
What?
can you hear her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to listen to on the radio the other day?
What?
on the TV? What do you want to listen to?
What?
What music?
Gucci Man.
Yeah.
Gucci Man.
Gucci Man. That's what's up.
That's awesome.
3 years and 3 months.
Like, what you want to
Wants
listen
to
to
listen to
tonight,
Gucci
Gucci?
Man.
He's like, I bet.
And we listened to Gucci till she had to go to bed.
Next thing you know, when she's walking into her little bedroom to go to bed, she's gonna be crip walking. They not
Well,
like us.
no, she's not, because Gucci is not a crip.
That's
but
the
I'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
It's been a few weeks, but she woke up one Sunday morning. She said, "We're gonna get to the guap today," and I said, "I hope."
East Atlanta Santa provides. Got the red tools and everything.
Ryan in the comments said, if us Midwest guys can make it to the TDH show, then peeps on the East Coast can make it, I'm assuming, to...
Facts, dude.
Yeah.
Facts. If there's a show worth driving and worth traveling, it is this one, guys. Like, do not miss this. Do not use the excuse of it's too far away.
We've had people from California, Canada, and literally South Africa come out to our show. Hawaii, Germany. Like, there's no excuse to not be here.
I made
Yeah.
it 3 years in a row.
Yep.
Sure do.
Where are you at?
I was in Germany for the last 3 years. I made it every year.
Were we talking about him on the last live stream, but with being
We
in
were.
Germany? Okay. I'm sorry. Now I'm putting a face to that conversation. I remember
Yeah.
that. Okay, cool.
Talking shit, too.
I made it every year with a build, thanks to Robert.
Wait.
This
Didn't
Robert?
he blow?
This one right
Wait.
here?
Time out. Was it your build that he was blowing shit up on, or what?
Hold on, Paul.
Hold on.
Hold on. First time was my fault. I'll admit that.
He did
but
blow up one of my amps.
It was a tar amp. Okay.
It
so
was-
cut me
it
some
was a
slack.
trash
Well, that
amp.
explains everything then. Never
Cut
mind.
me some slack, but it was my fault though, because I didn't open up the back door. I just demoed after demo after demo, and then it just
It was a hot day in Georgia.
popped. But the Ruthless amp was Eric's fault because he specifically said, leave it on, and we're gonna find out what's the weak link and whether it was gonna be the subs or the amp.
It was both of our fault because you mounted it to where it couldn't breathe.
I think the sub took the amp out because it had a hole straight through the voice coil. I think it dead shorted and took the amp.
We don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But either way,
We
though,
don't
yeah, I've
know.
never
But
blown any of my own.
It popped.
Interesting.
But
It's always
the-
other people's equipment that I blow.
the Ruthless amp that popped on the way to TDH that year, whenever I wasn't even playing it, that was just a freak accident.
Yeah. But how quick did Ben get
Next
us a
day.
freaking
Next day.
day?
Next day. bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It was in the
that
mail.
pretty Badass.
That was awesome.
Hey, speaking of, look, it's the #1 Down for Sound rep for
Oh, Tyler.
Liberty Base. There
We got the basehead
Tyler
mechanic in
G4
here.
has more.
Dude, listen, our chief media correspondent is a massive, and I mean a massive, down for
Massive.
sound advocate.
He's got a Down for Sound tramp set, dude.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yep.
He was
I
doing
remember that
laundry
track.
on the stream earlier, and it was all the Down for Sound swag, all the new stuff, the old Gorillaz stuff,
Thongs.
All of it.
all of it.
Dude, his underwear, and you know where it says like Tommy Hilfiger on the top strap? It said down for sound on it.
Dude, that's what it's called. Tommy Hill. I always thought it was Tommy Hill. Pull my finger.
Well, that's what you and I call it, okay? But, you know, publicly we don't call it that, all right?
So
Yo,
I know we
D,
talked about
don't
the
do
builds. We
that.
talked about weather. What is some important information that people need to know about the show this weekend that will make things smoother as far as getting in the show, everything?
Have payment ready for getting through the lines.
How much is the payment to get in this year?
So it's $30 per person. Anybody under 12 and under is free. It's $30 per person, not per car. And that's for the weekend. If you're spectating, park in the spectator spot. Don't park in the demo area because I feel like this is going to be one of our biggest turnouts. And we're going to fill this parking lot. So we need as much space for demoing and, you know, vendors and stuff as possible.
I know where to get down.
Competition is $80 to compete, and that's all 5 orgs, 2 classes per org.
Incredible deal.
Do up to 10 classes if you want for only $80. And a few of those, I think 2 or 3 of them are 3X. So you name a show where there's a 3X NSPL and you spend less than $80 for 2 classes. and I'd like to hear about it.
Not
Let's
gonna
see.
find it. I'll tell you that.
Brett, what you got? You worked the gate, so you got some important information.
Well, the big one is to not block up all those lanes leading into that show. I remember a few years ago, man, disaster, because literally right to left, the entrance, the exits, there was cars parked 4 wide. We were driving in the dirt through the construction area trying to get around everybody so that we could open the gate. I get wanting to be there early, but if you are going to be there early, please, a little bit of
Two
common
right
sense.
lanes only.
We need a minimum of 1 lane, preferably both, right? Because at the end of the day, there's still a hotel back there. There's other stuff happening. There's 2 in, there's 2 out. I get people wanting to be there early. At least 1 lane has got to stay open because the track staff has to get in there to let us in there. So that's a big one. Other than that,
Just the 2 only, and then leave the opposing traffic lane open for vendors and TDH, because there's going to be people in trailers, and 1 lane is going to be tight to get through.
And
right,
there-
yeah,
and-
trailers
and
are going to be a
there's
real problem.
No such thing as a 1-day pass.
No, it's just one. It's just for the whole weekend.
Oh shit, that makes me.
In the words of Robert, no one's got a gun to your head.
Yes,
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
I'll never
Like,
forget that.
I don't see no gun.
You're free to leave, bro. No one's got a gun to your head.
Wait, what? Tell me that story. I need to hear.
We were working the gate, and some guy came in, and he was real adamant about only wanting to pay for 1 day. He's like, "I'm only going to be here today. My kid's sitting here, and I got to leave. I'm not coming back tomorrow." I was like, "Hey, man, it's $30 for both days. We're not doing half and half. $30." And he's like, "Man, this is some bullshit. Like, you gonna make me do the blah 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 blah?" And I was like, "Dude, you ain't got to." I looked in his car. I was like, "You ain't even got no system in here. You ain't gotta be here. Nobody's forcing you." I was like, "Nobody got a gun to your head." And I leaned in and looked around. I was like, "Nope, no guns." And he was
It was
like,
one of my
"Man, here." He gave me the
Number
money
1
and
gate
just,
moments.
Did he pay?
He did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Jace,
Actually,
Jace,
Dude,
when
they
I
would
start
kick
doing
him out.
customer relations for you over the phone, that's how
That's
I'm gonna
right.
treat customers.
dude, I had another funny story.
Write it
I-
down to the notorious gate stories.
Dude, I had a customer call me. They called me and told me that their amp blew up. I said, okay, I'm
What?
sorry that happened. I need a little bit more information. And he goes, well, I don't know if I did it or not. And I'm like, ooh, okay, keep going. He goes, but any which way, he goes, yeah, the amp's blowing. What can we do? And I was like, well, I have a warranty, documentation you can fill out. We look it over and get you taken care of. He goes, well, I'm taking it to a shop to get a second opinion. I thought, okay. So guy calls me today, something along the lines of, hey man, I'm at the shop, blah blah blah. And he goes, here's the shop guy, and he hands me the guy to the phone and starts explaining to me that the amp is bad. He's hooked it up, blah blah blah. And I thought, well, buddy, I said, I really appreciate your opinion. I don't know who you are. Like, you can be making this up for. I told the customer, all right, you got to fill out this warranty stuff. So I don't care who you have checking this. I don't care who you are. You're not on my payroll. I don't know you. That's crazy. Like, oh.
Yo,
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. The reason why I said what like I did is I heard you say that somebody's ant blew up.
What? I'm missing it.
Oh shit!
No,
Ant?
ant like aunt.
Oh,
He's not. Oh man, dude, chill.
dude, chill out, dude. We're not freaking Al Qaeda over here.
Somebody's aunt blew
Hey.
up. Like, how does that happen?
Richie Rich made a good point. He said, "Respect the hotels. Don't be out there playing music loud as hell in the parking lot.
Yes.
You got the whole weekend at the venue to do that, and there's
Where'd
going
you
to be
say
people
that
at
at?
these hotels that aren't necessarily there for
And
an
pick
audio
up
show.
your-
So don't
pick up your
ruin the
trash.
audio for everyone. Pick up your damn trash.
Don't be a boob. Pretty
Like-
simple.
Be adults."
We usually don't really have an issue. I always check in with the hotel, usually Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning. I usually shoot them an email just to make sure that on their end, right? Because I don't stay at the hotel since I'm so close. But how were
Brag
things
about
for them? How was the place left when it was all said and done? And last year, phenomenal. She was over the top with the way things got left. Rich actually cleaned up the lobby either Friday or Saturday night. He picked up everything in the lobby, put it in a corner like a lost and found type deal. Really, really, that stuff is important. It seems small, but the hotel's happy to have us back. And she said they're already looking forward to next year. So we got to keep that going because that's a big one.
So I see in the comments we got Stuart Holloway said, I remember watching a Jerry Ain't Loud video, seeing people get robbed at a hotel at a show. Yes, that was our first annual TCP show. What a good black eye that was. But as much as I thought it was like a targeted thing, it wasn't. It turned out there was like a string of hotels across the span of like a few weeks that were getting hit that way. So it wasn't just audio builds. Like there were people with regular like vehicles getting
Just
busted into.
Wrong place at the wrong time thing.
Yeah, like I mean, dude, they broke into people's vehicles that had cash, or sorry, that had like laptops, and they just left the laptops there. They were just going through center consoles looking for like quick cash, guns, where they could take.
Dumb robbers.
I actually still have the police officer's card in my pocket. I was supposed to follow up and see if they ever figured out who the hell it was, but
Follow up with it. Let's do it right now. Call him now.
call him right now.
Call him right now. Let's
But,
do it right now. Let's get it
The
live.
crazy part is, dude, we stayed out at that hotel that night until like 2 a.m, hanging out and just eating and drinking, and having a good time out back. And they
Yeah, dude,
came
everybody
around like
else got
2:45
robbed.
in the morning.
Mm.
Like they had to have been scoping it out and waiting on people to go inside. But on the
All the
video
oth-
footage, they were just running through. They had one person busting windows, another person like diving into them, digging through them.
Was that pulled off the fucking Cybertruck?
Yeah, oh, the Cybertruck had video. That's the other thing too. The cops couldn't show us because they thought like a retaliation thing. But the Cybertruck cameras like got full like front face shots because they kept trying to break the window and couldn't break it. So they were just sitting there and it was just taking pictures of their face.
Dude, I guarantee this is exactly what happened. All the other hotels had already been hit. Everything went according to plan. And you had those other three goons sitting across the street wondering when these dumbasses were going to go inside and stop bullshitting so they could get their job done.
Yeah, Andy, you're right. It was me. That's how I'm funding my new build.
Nah, dude, we know how you're funding your build.
Team funds.
Yeah, dude.
Y'all
Don't
pay
play
y'all's
it.
dues.
Yeah. Dude, this guy calls. We'll be in a group chat and we'll hear Kingsmore like, "Hey Rob, we got, we need to buy this or this for the build and need to get on it." Shit you not, guys. About 2 days later, Rob's in everybody's DMs. "Hey man, we're gonna do dues a little earlier this year. If you guys want to pay them now." It's a real coincidence, if you ask me. Yeah.
That VA money wasn't enough.
Nah.
Nah, dude, he's dipping into all resources right now.
Hey, curious. I know they do food up at the actual bar area. Are we allowed to have grills down at the actual parking lot?
No.
No grills in the parking lot. I know at the hotel we're good to have a grill out there because
Yeah,
that's been
hotels,
common.
but at the premises itself, it's part of our contract that we have no outside food as far as food trucks, grills, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's a conflict of interest with the tracks concession stand.
Okay. All right. Cool. So at the hotel we're good, but not down at the venue spot.
Correct.
But
Yep.
Rob, they never said anything about your 500+ degree alternator. You could probably cook an egg on that bad boy. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Nobody ever said no to that. I find loopholes. Don't you worry, dude. Listen, guys. Thank you for always coming on the Liberty Based podcast and just being awesome. I have to be honest with you. Having TDH on is probably one of my favorite live streams because we're typically talking about a show, but it does tend to veer off into other conversations that are really fun. And you guys love it. We've averaged 50 viewers tonight, the whole thing, so I freaking love you guys. Thank you for sharing and supporting it. If you guys are not going to TDH, the number one thing you can do, and I'm so serious about this, it costs you nothing to hit a share button or tag people in this event. If you're not able to make it, share the shit out of it. Okay, it's an event that is worth going to, and if you can't go and your buddy can, that's just as good. Okay, so with that being said, don't forget TDH is this weekend. Fridays, you can get in there Friday, right? Friday evening.
No, Saturday morning.
Saturday. Sorry, my bad. I thought you guys were going. So nobody show up there Friday. I swear on my life.
Well, Friday night there'll be like a get together at the hotel. Everybody's gonna be hanging out.
The rest of the hotel is going to be shooting pool, having food, having drinks, just shooting the shit. Nothing crazy. One year they had cornhole in the hallway, so it's usually just a good time. It's a nice relaxed time before the shit show.
Okay. So, guys, Saturday, Sunday, TDH is going to be awesome. If you guys are in Indianapolis and want to come check out the Scion at World of Wheels, send us a message or go to World of Wheels' Facebook page or check out Gauge Magazine. You can find all the event information there. With that being said, we'll start with Caden. Where can we find you on social media?
X Boomin or Caden Petrie on everything.
Hell yeah. Blaine Sir, the man, the myth,
Boom.
the legend. Where can we find you at?
Mini Trucker 88 on YouTube. Almost to 1,000. I need like 30 more subscribers. Help a brother out. And yeah, me on Facebook.
And not to be confused with Mini Trucker 69. It's a completely different account. 30
Catch me at
subscribers.
TDH too.
30 subscribers ain't shit. We can get our boy there. All you guys have got to do is show him some love. Get your mom's brother, sister, husband, cousin. I don't care who the hell it is. Get them to subscribe and support the Blainster. Rob, where can we find you on social media, buddy?
Just Robert Williams on Facebook, and it's Traumatic Sounds on YouTube. By the way, I just realized I have exactly 100 subscribers now.
Ooh, you go, girl.
Nice.
I'm kind of a big deal, dude, and
Dude,
not
you
just in
are
China.
Dude,
wants to
listen. You only... You know what, though? There's still people out there that are...
Dude, but that's 100 organic viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, those aren't the Venezuelans that you pay for. That's 100 real ones.
Oh, now that's the truth right
He's
there.
getting
Blew in the
low.
chat, and now we're bailing.
Hey, listen, dude, I don't know about how you guys feel about paying bigger bills to come to your event and stuff like that, but like if you wanted to throw some money at Declue when Hurricane Declue is done, I would chip in on that one.
Nah, dude, he's gonna be out there killing people with that build.
He has an excuse every year. So I don't really care if he shows up or not. But
I'm just telling you, if you want your attendance to get boosted, that's the build you got to get there. Okay, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you should take my advice on that one. I'll get your attendance boosted up at least 20-30%.
Eric, you're missing out, dude. Go to TDH this year. Don't wait till next year.
Don't be a
talking to Eric
boob.
in the comments.
This year's going to be a banger.
Yeah, it is.
Don't be a boob. Just go.
audio.
Got to be there. You got to be there. All right. With that being said, guys, you can. Nick, where can they find all the information for TDH chat?
Right on the TDH event on Facebook, there's literally a whole description that has all of the sponsors, the vendors, the amount of money it costs to get in, to compete, pretty much like a schedule just about. It's all on the TDH page. If you look up 11th Annual Team Daily Hertz, Jeff Lockhart, and Tim Johnson Memorial Show, then you will find it.
Did you get that, Robert?
Yeah.
Okay, sure you did, dog tag boy.
No!
He
Oh
wants to
my
make sure he gets his dog tag. You better come up with them $100.
Rob's like, yeah, man. I know where to find all the information. What?
Does
about
anybody
dog
want
tags?
some Mini Trucker 88
Yo, come
stickers?
on.
I'm just giving them away. I don't need them anymore.
Sticker bomb people at the show.
You gonna spin the wheel?
Little
Look at
side.
the drip that X Boomin has on. Look at
Those are my
that.
personal
drip.
stickers.
by
I'm
the
not
way-
giving those
Drip,
away.
brother.
If you want
Boom.
Stepson stickers or Stepson stickers, hit my boy Rob up. He'll get you taken care of at the show. Okay, he's got plenty of them to hand out. I assure you of that. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for supporting this stream each and every week. Blaine has got more guests lined up for next week and the week after. Next week, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably gonna be a wild freaking stream. My personal goal is to get a ton of people on and off the stream to talk about their experience at TDH, at World of Wheels. Maybe we can sneak Nick on if he's not too busy following the show. Maybe Brett
Count
too.
in.
Give us a little breakdown of it. But I want to make it a big deal and really hype up the demos and stuff that went down. I want this to be one of the best years of car audio yet. So we got to get fired up for that. With that being said, go ahead.
Make
Nope,
sure
go.
you're subscribed because I'm going to be live on TDH like for a long time, multiple walking around different vehicles. You know I like going live, so make sure you're subscribed.
I'm only going to watch your live if you have the trombone. Just saying.
Yo,
I
Nick,
agree.
I just thought about it. Josh Kingsmore needs to talk to you at some point, and y'all might have already talked about it, but he wants to talk to you about the parking of the RV still to get for sure clarification before he gets all the way there and is just like doing circles in the parking lot at the hotel.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Because I couldn't remember if the gate to the event is It's up the hill ahead of the gravel, right?
Wait, what?
The gate to get
Oh,
into
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
event. It's
Yeah.
like further up the hill, so you can't even like at nighttime on Friday night. It'll be closed. I'm assuming.
Right.
So,
What I'm
okay.
saying is for him that the access road to get where everyone's going to be lined up at, he could possibly park at one part of that as long
Okay.
as he can get around him. Like if he goes further away from the track and parks, he'll be cleared to for us to get around. I'm not
Okay.
sure how illegal that would be as far as a cop saying, "Hey, get off the road." But
Josh loves cops, so he'll be good. He gets along with them.
There's parking too, as long as he gets there on time. And I just wanted to say one last thing real quick.
Go for it.
We have about 70 sponsors for the show as far as donations, like donated companies, and some of them have donated multiple items. So we have a shit ton of raffles. So I'm going to toot my own horn. I think TDH has the best raffles when it comes to any audio show. So if you're a raffle chaser, come to our show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
Chase them raffles and make sure you watch the tug off between TCP and
Blaine,
TDH.
Blaine,
That's the highlight
your
of the
job
event.
is to record that tug off.
The tug
Rob's,
off.
Rob's gonna be there looking like Diddy and be like, "Shit, wrong event, wrong."
Hey.
Yeah, out there squirting people down with baby oil. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We got in the street.
Cue the white couch. Cue
Hey.
the white couch.
Hey, you better get your roster right.
Alrighty,
Hey,
guys.
don't have Nate over there. He's gonna be moaning, dude. It's gonna be weird.
Guys, we will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Everybody who's traveling to all the events, drive safe. Can't wait to see all the content. We look forward to seeing it and showing it next week. Peace out, boys.